Greetings YouTube! Time for a bargain video. First we have up a pictorial history of science fiction films by Jeffrey Roven. This is from 1975. I thought that might be a hoot. I will very likely pass it on once I am done. The Dragon Annual number 2, Dragon Annual, not the Dragon Annual. I know I read this when it came out, but I'm like, what the heck? I think I will give it another shot. And this is maybe the UK version, because it's got the UK price on the cover, so I'm not positive. Then we have an issue of White Wolf, number 8. Now, I may keep this one, back when White Wolf was an actual gaming magazine and not just a house rag. Friendship Bracelets by Camilla Grisky. My wife does brownies and Girl Scouts? Brownies? What's the next state above brownie? But she does stuff for the Girl Scouts. The 3 Questions, based on a story by Leo Tolstoy. That's my wife's. The Art of the Catapult, how to build ballistic trebuchets and other ancient artillery. That's a gift for a friend. Thunderstruck, which is by the guy that wrote Devil in the White City, which is an awesome, awesome book. So I'm looking forward to reading that one. Elephant Men, Wounded Animals. This is about anthropomorphic animals in the real world. A topic I find fascinating. I picked this up off of Amazon secondary market. I didn't even know it was the hardcover. This hardcover's got a nice, cloth bookmark and everything. So it was pretty cheap too. It was like $8, I think, even with shipping. Shrinking the Cat, genetic engineering before we knew about genes. Because I guarantee you, folks, we have been modifying organisms for a very long time. Orange is the New Black, the book, which is what the inspiration for the series was. Changes in land, Indians, colonists, and the ecology of New England. And this was apparently part of some book bag promotion. But yeah, that's mine. So yeah, I know the one thing I don't friggin' need in the universe is more friggin' books, and I got more friggin' books. Yay. Time for more media. We have Thriller Theater. This is 10 films in a box set, and I picked it up for $10 at a flea market. Stickmen, which is the story from New Zealand. It's a New Zealand film about a bunch of guys trying to save their favorite bar through a pool tournament. Repo Men. The underlying concept of this bugs the crap out of me, but I've never seen it, and I picked it up for $2. What the heck? Equalizer. I've been wanting to watch this film, but I just couldn't justify spending like $7.50 at Walmart for it. Got it at an estate sale for $1. Jurassic World. My wife really liked that film, and Chris Pratt is really quite personable. We have Lex Season 1 and Lex Season 2. I think there were only 2 seasons. I'm not positive. If I'm wrong, tell me. But I picked those up for $1 each. I have a vague memory of the series, so I thought I'd give it a try. The Holcroft Convention with Michael Caine. And I have vague memories of watching this when I was much younger. It's got commentary track, so that's why I picked it up. Mechanic Resurrection. It was not as good as the first, but it was still somewhat entertaining. Was it the Tenenbaums, or because it just called the Tenenbaums? Or the Royal Tenenbaums. My wife wanted that one, so I picked it up for her. This is the complete second season of Dark Angel. I picked it up for $2. And I went online and found the first season, so I now have the complete series. Found it online for $8. That's in shipping included. So for the whole series, I paid $10 for the whole series. That ain't bad. Home, which was actually better than I thought it was going to be. I was quite entertained by that. Volume 1 of the Batman animated series. Despicable Me, because I need to get a new copy because my copy was damaged somehow. It just doesn't play, and that's a great film. Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian. I really don't like Ben Stiller, but the first one was entertaining, so I thought I'd give the second one a try. Salt is an upgrade. I paid $2 for that. It has a commentary track, and it's a Blu-ray and a DVD, and also a Eon Flux for the same reason. Commentary track, and it's on Blu-ray instead of a DVD. And the unrated edition of The Raid. I've never seen this film. I've heard good things. My wife's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch this. So I may be watching that alone. And here we have a print. And I believe this is a watercolor with ink, and I think it's original. It's an actual handmade piece. I really quite liked it. I picked it up for $6. I need a hook on the back of the frame. It doesn't have one. I've already purchased that. I'm going to put it up in my office. I've got a spaceship on the wall right now. Let me show you. It's a spaceship on my wall. It's a nice spaceship, but I've been looking at it for a long time. So I'm going to put that on the wall instead. I'm sorry about the motion sickness there, folks. This is going to be some miscellaneous stuff, and then this video will end with some gear. Here we have a box of nuts and bolts, which was nice because each bolt has a nut attached to it. I picked that up for $1. We have a couple of flashlights, 3 flashlights. We have this one, which is a pistol grip style, which does work. It's got it's got multiple bulbs. I picked that for $3, and the red switch locks it either in the on or off position. The little handle on top is broken, but I never had a pistol grip flashlight. I thought I'd give it a try. It takes AA's, so they're ubiquitous. I thought I'd give it a shot. Now we have a Rayovac, 200 lumen, 30-foot drop resistance, uses C's, indestructible. Yeah, well, virtually indestructible, yeah. But I picked it up for $7.50. Normally it was like $25, so like for a deal like that, I'll give it a shot. And we have this little, like a jobber style, and it does work. If I can get that. Come on, I know you do. There we go. It does work. I'm going to convert it to LED and probably just give it to somebody. Or maybe throw it in my car. I don't know. Speaking of cars, this is magnificent. It is a brass tire gauge. And it has a wonderful patina to it. And I can't tell if it was handmade or not, but it's beautiful. I got like no markings on it, so it may have been handmade. And they've just, salvaged from another tire gauge. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it yet, but it was just so pretty. I'm like, I gotta own that. Here we have like a knife. It's a wooden knife, and I believe that this was probably part of a Boy Scout project of working with wood. But it's fairly well done. Got scales. They're pinned. The handle's a little weirdly shaped, but I just had to own that, add it to my collection of weird things. This is kind of strange. They were selling a bag of razors at one of my Goodwills I visit for $3. Like 12 razors for $3. Yeah, I'll do that. We have a hook, which I paid 50 cents for. I need that for a bell my wife owns. Speaking of my wife, this is a tumbler. She has been thinking about getting into mixed drinks, and she will be drinking alone. Well, I'll be there, but I don't drink. So a tumbler this size is perfect for her. So it's in really nice condition. It's got a nice weight to it. We have a laser, quote-unquote, laser sight for a Nerf gun. I picked that up. Put that on one of my pistols. We have a couple of Wookiee figures, which I think I may actually keep these. They're pretty cool looking. This one's got kind of doing the whole dreadlock thing. He's got a pistol in his hand. And then this one has what appears to be a tribal shield of some variety with a larger kind of an assault weapon or shotgun style weapon in his hand. I quite like them. I always like Wookiees. I don't think we get enough use for them out of the Star Wars universe so far. We have a brass armadillo because, frankly, who does not need a brass armadillo? A small bell, which has a nice shape. It's a one-piece casting, and because of the shape of the bottom, it kind of looks like it's floating when it's sitting on a table. It's kind of nice. This is a swag knife from Sunoco. This is from the Herr, H-E-R-R, Gas and Oil Company, and this was carried by my grandmother, Hilda. My father gave that to me. We have a pair of gloves for me. This is OR, Outdoor Research. My wife tells me they're really good quality gear. I picked these up for $2, I think, at an estate sale. At the same estate sale, I found this. Now, this is... Yeah, you're not going to be able to read that, probably. It says Sabin. Peter Sabin is an artist out of New Hampshire. He retired in 2013. His work is internationally recognized. He is an incredible ceramicist. I own one of his vases, which is one of my cherished pieces. And the people at the estate sale did not know what they had. And I was looking for a bowl for a wedding gift because I know someone's getting married next year. And this is a perfect size. It's beautifully executed. And I get home and I actually couldn't see the name clearly at the estate sale. I just knew it was signed. Got home, did some research, made sure I could look at the name clearly, and it is definitely a Sabin piece. And I paid $3 for this bowl, and it's probably worth something in the $180 to $200 range. And it's going to go up from there because he doesn't make ceramics anymore. And then we have a Batman. That's for my wife, just for fun. I thought it was cute. I thought she'd enjoy it. You know, it was $2.50. So sometimes I buy things for other people just because I can, and I like that. Okay, so on to the last section, gear. All right, we have a small axe. This axe has seen better days. It needs to be cleaned up. The head has got peening here, and the edge is horrible, and it's got dirt on it and stuff. But it made me smile. I'm going to clean it up. I'm not going to keep this as some pristine tool. I plan on sanding the handle down and probably putting some wipe on polyurethane. I've never used wipe on. I thought I'd give it a try. And I'm thinking of turning this into a trunk tool. Throw it in my trunk because I need it. I'm going to have to reprofile the actual blade edge. And this was probably much larger at one time. So this is not probably the best hardened steel. But again, just as a general tool, this might be useful under certain circumstances. We have what is known as a spirit stick. My wife wants me to sand it up, and she wants to treat it with natural oils. So probably linseed oil or something like that. There's some schmutz on my screen here. And I picked that up at a estate sale for I think $2. I thought it was pretty. It looked nice in the garden. I'm not quite positive why it's black down there, but after I get done sanding it, that may be mostly gone, but who cares. And then we have this really wonderful quality gaff hook. This is the heaviest duty, most well-constructed gaff hook I have ever encountered. And it was $10 at a flea market. And it's just really, this is a steel collar. This may be handmade, I'm not positive, but it's got a nice point. It's in great condition. Has a nice heft to it. I was just really impressed by this. I picked it up. And the best item for this video isn't mine, and that's this. This right here is a KitchenAid mixer, and it comes with the bowl, 2 blades, the standard blade and a bread blade, and this plastic collar. And I guess a friend of my wife's like, that plastic collar alone is worth $50. Maybe it is. I got no idea. But we picked the entire thing up for $50. My wife was really happy because she's always wanted her own KitchenAid mixer, and now she has it. My mom has one, and she was like, I'm going to fight your sister for that mixer when your mom dies. I said, whatever, I didn't care. I had no dog in that fight. But now my wife doesn't have to go into a death match with my sister. She can just have her own. It's the ultra powerful, and it has different speeds, and it has a lock on the other side, so you can actually pick this thing up, pick the whole thing up. When it's in the lock position, it's very firm, and it is bloody heavy. I can guarantee you that. So my wife was very, very happy to see this. She was just like, you gotta be kidding me, $50? Because a new one, the best price on there, without this attachment, is like $200. I've seen. So yeah, it's a really good deal, and this one's got some little history behind it. My wife, that makes my wife smile. So there you go, folks. This has been our bargain video, and that is a spirit stick.